I have been doing some work on the yamas and niyamas recently, revisiting Patanjali's Yoga Sutras in terms of that introduction to yoga philosophy, and it's quite pivotal. It's one of the central texts for yoga philosophy, the Yoga Sutras, and I thought what would be helpful, because the yamas and niyamas are quite they're about values really and ethics. They're ways of being in the world and ways of being in our relationships, and they're great to share as a thought at the start of a yoga class, which is what I'll be doing over the next few weeks, working our way through the yamas and niyamas in class and on the mat. But more than that, because they're so much more than we would do in a yoga class, they really can help us to live better lives if we apply them in our lives. So I've been reading this book, which is a fantastic book, Embodying the Yoga Sutras by Ranju Roy and David Charlton, and it's given me a whole new take. I've been teaching the Yoga Sutras for years now. I quite often use them as themes for my yoga classes, but I thought more than that, a way to help it to spread more broadly into my life and into the lives of my students and the people who follow me on social media, is perhaps to use them as journaling prompts. So I'm going to come online and share a journaling prompt on social media every week, and it just gives you the opportunity to grab your favourite pen, spend 5-10 minutes maybe tops. It doesn't need to take a long amount of time, but just as a way to explore these ancient ideas. The teachings are thousands of years old, but how they're still very relevant today, and I honestly believe that it is a formula for living a better life, being more aligned with your values, and hello lovelies, more aligned with your values, and just generally being more on point for yourself, being happier and more centered and a more grounded person. So the first of the yamas is ahimsa, which is translated simply as non-violence, but in this book they provide a much better, or a subtly different translation of that, and the translation that I've found recently, which I found really helpful, is that violence is abandoned in the vicinity of one who has mastered ahimsa. So it's not just doing no harm, but it's being in the world in a way that means that you are absolutely and utterly allowing those around you to live in a way that does no harm as well. So you are sharing peace, bringing so much more than just doing no harm. So the journaling prompt that I wanted to share this week was just to grab your favourite pen, piece of paper, and take a few minutes, reflect on a time when you've practiced non-violence in your thoughts, in your words, and or in your actions. So times when you've shown up, not just as showing harm to others, but in ways that you have been in the world in such a way that it has promoted calm and peacefulness. And thinking about those three ways that we show up, so in our thoughts, in our words, and in our actions and the things that we do. So that's just an idea journaling prompt for you for this week. I will share another one next week, and we will work our way through the Yoga Sutras. I hope that that's in any way helpful. I'd absolutely love to hear. I find that when I journal or when I do any of these practices, breath work, meditation, those kind of things, I quite regularly have little revelations, little realizations, little bubbles pop, making connections and things like that. And I'd absolutely love to hear if anything like that happens for you, if you take 5 minutes, even if you don't get the opportunity to journal on it, even if you're just out for a walk later and you're contemplating those ideas, or if you're meditating, if you have a meditation practice and something comes up for you that is helpful based on that idea of ahimsa and doing no harm. So drop me a message, or feel free to comment. I will do another social media post on this. If you want to comment on that post with anything that you found helpful as a result of those ideas, then I would absolutely love to hear about it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to sharing some yoga with you soon.